മൈ ചാനൽ. നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ പഠിക്കാൻ പോകുന്ന 8th സ്റ്റാൻഡേർഡ് CBSEയിലെ ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലെ മെയിൻ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലെ ചാപ്റ്ററായ മക്കാവിറ്റി ദ മിസ്റ്ററി കാറ്റ്. സോ നമുക്ക് ഈ വീഡിയോയിൽ നമുക്ക് നോട്ട്സൊക്കെ തരുന്നതായിരിക്കും. സോ നമുക്കൊന്ന് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ആദ്യം വായിച്ചു നോക്കാം. Do you have a pet cat? Have you ever noticed anything mystery about it? It is not easy to say whether every cat is a mystery, but macavity is one. For sure, what is that makes him a perfect mystery cat? Read the poem and find out. Macavity is a mystery cat. He is called the hidden paw. For he is the master criminal who can defy the law. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard, the flying squad's dispatch. For when they reach the scene of crime, macavity is not there. Macavity. There is no like macavity. He is broken every human law. He breaks the law of gravity. His power of levitation would make a fakir stare. And when you reach the scene of crime, macavity is not there. You may seek him in the basement. You may look up in the air. But I tell you once again, macavity is not there. Macavity is a ginger cat. He is very tall and thin. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. His brows is deeply lined with tough. His head is highly domed. His coat is dusty from necklaced. His whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side with movements like a snake. And when you think he is half asleep, he is always wide awake. Macavity. There is no woman like macavity, for he is a faint and feline shape, a monster of depravity. You may meet him in a by street. You may see him in the square. But when a crime is discovered, then the macavity is not there. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ചാപ്റ്റർ ചെയ്ത ആരാച്ചാൽ ടി എസ് എലിയോട്ടാണ് ഈ ചാപ്റ്റർ ചെയ്തത്. നമുക്കിനി ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസറിലേക്ക് എടുക്കാം. സോ ഇതാണ് ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആൻസേഴ്സ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് നമുക്ക് വർക്കിംഗ് വിത്ത് ദ പോയം. റീഡ് ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ജാൻസ ആൻഡ് തിങ്ക്. ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഈസ് macavity a cat really? No, macavity is not a cat really. If not, who can macavity be? Macavity is just a fictional character created by the poet whose actions resemble those of a crooks. Complete the following sentences. A master criminal is one who can defy the law. The Scotland Yard is baffled because whenever they reach the scene of crime, they cannot find macavity. Nobody can catch macavity at the scene of crime because macavity moves much faster than them. A cat, I am sure. Question number 3. A cat, I am sure, could walk on a cloud without coming through. A cat, I am sure, could walk on a cloud without coming through. Jewel 1. Which law is macavity breaking in the light of the cannot above? In the light of the above comment, macavity is breaking the law of gravity. Fourth question, read stanza 3 and then describe macavity in 2 or 3 sentences of your own. Macavity is a ginger cat who is very tall and thin with sunken eyes and brow deeply lined with throw, while its head is highly combed. Sorry, combed. Its coat is dusty, and whiskers are uncombed. It sways its head from side to side, and it is like wide awake. It is always wide awake when even when one thinks that it is half asleep. So, നമുക്ക് question. Say true or false for each of the following statements. Macavity is not an ordinary cat. True. Macavity cannot do what a can easily do. False. Macavity has supernatural power. True. Macavity is well dressed, smart, and bright. False. Macavity is a spy, a trickster, and a criminal, all rolled in one. True. Having read the poem, try to guess whether the poet is fond of cats. If so, why does he call Macavity a fiend and monster? Yes, it seems like the poet is fond of cats. He calls Macavity a friend and a monster because he might have wanted to portray an evil side. He might have used a cat in order to create a negative character who is a criminal and escapes easily from police. The quick movements of a cat and its mysterious eyes might have influenced him to create this evil character in the form of a cat. Seventh question. Has the poet used exaggeration for special effect? Find a few examples of it and read those lines aloud. Yes, poet has used exaggeration such as the cat's